Well, hey everybody, this is kind of a unplanned Periscope today, but Papa Gene here, and hey, listen, you know, over this last few years of this fitness journey, I've had I've had a lot of I've had a lot of experiments. I've read a lot of information. I've done a lot of things about you know improving my overall health and fitness. And of course, those of you that know me already, I've lost a lot of weight. Not nothing that's earth shattering. I'm not going to be on television for my extreme weight loss, but it's something that I've been very proud of. And one of the threads that I've continued to study in this fitness journey is why don't we feel good? Now, of course, my target audience is people that are middle-aged, and being a middle-ager, I can relate to your struggles because they're similar to mine. We have the process of aging, the effects of gravity, sometimes some excess weight. There's a lot of reasons why we might not feel good, but my research over the last couple of weeks has carried me into a topic that I've studied somewhat before. Hey Terry, it's good to see you today. I keep mining this thought about the aches and pains. Now we know that arthritis is a normal condition of aging, and it can be a debilitating. Hello, Ashley. It can be a debilitating condition, and we don't necessarily understand everything about it, but we know that our joints ache, and we know that weather changes can bring on aches and pains and stiffness and that sort of thing. But what if what makes us really not feel good quite a bit of the time is inflammation? Now, inflammation is a healthy body response to an injury. We know that. We've all cut a finger or fallen and bruised ourselves and immediately noticed that swelling occurred, and or redness appeared around the cut or the wound. And so the reason that swelling happens is because the body perceives that it's at risk. Now, and that's a good, healthy response. Swelling is a good response because your body has rushed white blood cells and nutrients to the damaged area to try and begin the healing. And you notice after a couple of days, the swelling on that cut, say on your finger, goes down, the bruising goes down, and you may have an actual bruise, but eventually your body goes out and heals that area and you get better. That's one type of inflammation, and it's something to be expected, and it's something we just live with, and we've come to say, well, this is what happens. But what about another type of inflammation? And that inflammation is what is known as chronic inflammation. And it's something that happens inside your body. It's not like out here on the finger where the cut is, or on the knee where the bruise is, or on the shoulder where the grandkid jumped on you and hit you a little too hard, something like that. But it's inflammation that's going on inside of our body. Now imagine this with me, if you will. Let's say, by chance, that there's almost microscopic injury throughout your body, irritation throughout your body, and your body sees that as an injury, just like it does the cut on the finger or the bruise on the shoulder, and so it rushes moisture, white blood cells, and whatever it can to that area to begin the healing process. Well, if this is happening systemically around your organs, your liver, your kidneys, your spleen, your pancreas, your bowels, and your body stays in a perpetual state of combating inflammation. It thinks it's injured all over. And the body literally gets exhausted, and you stay swollen and sore, and you feel achy in your joints. And it's not the weather, and it's not just arthritis, and it's not just the effects of gravity. It's something that's actually irritating the inside of your body. And in my research, I found some things that cause this inflammation, the systemic chronic inflammation in our bodies, that may explain why we don't feel good. Well, you know, I'm really anti-sugar, so that's nothing new. But you know, in the last few years, the issue about trans fats has been so big in the news and in fitness circles and journals and diet books and all that. Trans fats are known to be an inflammatory to the human body, and so is sugar. For some people, gluten can be an inflammatory item that they consume. And where we find gluten, we find it in wheat products, especially alcohol. Now, I don't know a lot of you on the personal level, but by and large, I feel like there's no one close to me that has an extreme alcohol problem. At least I don't know about it. But for some people, whole milk can be inflammatory. For some people that have allergies, like to say, I won't say peanuts, that's a possibility. So there are things that are known to be inflammatory to the body because for some people, soy is an inflammatory. And you know, a few years ago, everybody was singing the praises of soybeans and soy products and tofu, but some people, their bodies are literally irritated by soy. So, you know, allergies notwithstanding, there are foods that are known, and there's things that we drink that are known to be inflammatory to the bodies. And when the whole body is fighting a perceived state of inflammation, it takes an inflammatory response. It's trying to rush white blood cells out there and moisture out there, and it's trying to raise the temperature in that area because it doesn't know that what's causing the inflammation isn't a virus or a bacteria or a cut. The body just doesn't know. And whether it's happening in the stomach or in the liver, your body is continually fighting a perceived infection or injury. And that's the nature of inflammation. So, we know a few things that are known inflammatory foods or things that we can ingest. So, what is known to be anti-inflammatory? Because if we're going to eat anything, we want to reduce the risk that the very thing that we're eating to stay alive is going to cause us to be sore and not feel good. Hey, Greg, good to see you today. We're talking about inflammatory foods and anti-inflammatory foods to catch you up just a little bit. The subject is, why don't I feel good? Now, granted, sometimes there's reasons we don't feel good because we didn't get enough sleep. We've got emotional issues going on. We've got stress going on. And stress is an inflammatory element of our lives too. We get stressed out and then we don't feel good, and we may feel it all over our body because, like I said, the body doesn't know that it's not just a simple cut or a simple bacterial or viral infection that it's fighting. It just perceives irritation, and it rushes to that irritation trying to fix it and heal it. So if the whole body is inflamed and stressed out, your body is just chugga, 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 work, fix this, make it feel better, and it can't find a solution because the immune system gets overwhelmed and we get sick. Then when we do get the virus or the bacterial infection, our resistance to fighting that is greatly reduced. So what about some foods that are known anti-inflammatory? Well, a lot of us take fish oil, and I'm a proponent of fish oil. But salmon, tuna, sardines, scallops, these foods are known for their anti-inflammatory qualities, and I really love scallops. I haven't had any good scallops in a while. Nuts, the walnuts, almonds, pistachios, things like that, are known to have anti-inflammatory qualities, and so then the food groups of berries, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, they're known for their anti-inflammatory qualities. Broccoli, spinach, I love spinach, but I also love turnip greens and collard greens and mustard greens. If it's green, I eat it. But I don't like kale chips. I'm going to tell you right now, I've got no use for those. But if you like them, eat away. Cabbage is an anti-inflammatory. Dark lettuce is an anti-inflammatory food. Olive oil is an anti-inflammatory. And the dark beans, the dark red kidney beans, black beans, those are particularly known to have anti-inflammatory qualities. Sweet potatoes are known for their anti-inflammatory qualities. And and if you're a grain eater, some people choose not to be these days, but the whole grains, like oatmeal, brown rice, or quinoa, never eaten it, but I hear it's good, also known for anti-inflammatory qualities. So if I'm not feeling good, and perhaps my body is in a state of chronic inflammation, one of the things that I can do, because I'm going to tell you what, if my body is sore, I do not feel like walking or running or exercising or weightlifting. If my body is in a state of chronic inflammation because of whatever, then perhaps I can tweak my diet just a little bit and one by one figure out that, oh, this food causes me to ache. Now, you can't figure it out in a day, but maybe you can figure it out in a week, or, just pull a certain thing out. Hey, dog, you want to be quiet over there? My old dog, he's going to whine a little bit. But, sorry about that. But perhaps you can try a substitution basis. If you're eating a lot of white bread, rolls, biscuits, those sorts of things, and you also notice that you just do not feel good, you feel sore, you feel achy, try eliminating those things one at a time. You might find the demon in your diet, so to speak. And that's all I've got to say about this today. Think in terms of injury first and inflammation, and then think about injury inside your body. You don't mean to. You've been eating this stuff all your life. But now perhaps it's part of the problem, and the right foods can be part of the solution. Until next time, this is Papa Gene. God bless you. Have a great day. We'll catch you next time.